This is Myoporum parvifolium, and it's a well-used ground cover. It's gets 3 to 6 inches tall typically, and here's what I'll tell you about it. I used to use this plant, and then one of the concerns I have with it is that it can get woody underneath, and then you get kind of dead patches. This is a very new, probably 1 to 2 year old planting right here. So it's going to look its best in the first couple of years, and then you can start getting this kind of woody growth. There's the center of the plant they planted. We typically are planting these from it looks like they did these from 1 gallon containers, but you see this wood, and you see how it starts to peel away, and what happens is you start getting this dead undergrowth on the older stems, and that's why I don't love this plant. I like things that don't have the woody base to them that's going to age. A lot of these drier plants, this is an Australian plant, a lot of these dry area native-y type plants that are, whether they're from California or Australia or South Africa, they have a shorter life cycle in their natural habitat, and because of that they tend to grow fast, throw out flowers and seeds, and reproduce. And also these root from their stems, so as they run along, the core mother plant can die in time in nature, and they're going to keep going because their fresher younger stems are rooting as they go. But if you want to use this plant, it's got this nice little white flower. I like the texture of the plant. It's got a nice fine texture. This is late August and there's tons of buds on here, so this looks like it's just starting a good bloom cycle. And as you can see here, it's a nice low carpet when it's happy. So if you're going to take it on, I think it has more to do with maintenance and the maintainability of it, and who's taking care of it. But for me, I'm a little more inclined towards things that don't have this woody undergrowth. Back in the 80s, Baccharis, coyote brush was a very popular plant, and then everybody learned that yes, it grew really fast and covered up, but it got tons of woody undergrowth. And for me, this one's a bit like that. Rosemary prostratus is the same way. So if you're going to use this plant, just be kind of forewarned that it can get woody. If you look right down the middle, you'll see these bumps in the planting. Those are the woody core of each individual plant. So it looks like they planted these about 3 feet on center, and from 1 gallon containers, and they've spread and filled in very nicely and quickly. But that's also another trait of dry type plants, is when you put them in garden conditions and you irrigate them, they tend to grow very quickly and look great for the first few years, but then a lot of times they'll peter out and not look so great after the 3 to 4 year mark, if they even make it that far before they start getting woody. So that's what I can tell you about Myoporum parvifolium.